This is the RSN Sports Network, RTV Television, 2020 Sports Update. This 2020 Sports Update brought to you by Bruce Mobile. Bruce Mobile, where you at? www.brucemobile.com. The NBA playoffs are in the second round, and the East semifinals game one. The Bucks are looking like they're going to take game one. They're leading 101-89 over the Boston Celtics with 112 in the fourth. Later on this afternoon at Memphis, Golden State Memphis in the West semifinals of their first game as well. In the baseball action, Toronto leading Houston 2-1 in the top of the seventh. And also, the Chicago Bears have released Nick Foles, and it could save up to $8 million on this salary cap. And also, on this day, the Joel Embiid could be back for game 3 or 4 on sometime later on this week. That's your 2020 Sports Update. I'm Michael Lewis. 2020 Sports Update brought to you by Bruce Mobile. Bruce Mobile, where you at? This is the RSN Sports Network, RTV Television. The following is an RSN Sports Network RTV Television presentation. This is the RSN Sports Network, KRBH-FM, KQLC. You're listening to Stream Sports on the RSN Sports Network and RTV Television with the sports vet, Michael Lewis, Rihanna Reed Henderson, Marcus, Mr. T. Turner, Kennedy Walls, and Jamar Smith. Get in and talk now at 1-800-337-7171 or 1-713-534-4231 in Texas. Now, from points abroad, here is the Stream Sports crew. You know, I'm going to just hide behind here because I feel like the groundhog is fixing something. I am. I'm just going to hide behind here and let the groundhog fix something. You know, I'm not even worried about you people. That's okay. I'm not. The groundhog has just fixed game 1 of the Eastern Conference, the Eastern semifinals, so that's fine. We knew Boston was going to show up. And that's fine. We knew Boston wasn't going to show up.
I wouldn't say all of that. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Damn, well, I mean,
game 1.
It's just game 1. That's all right. Al Horford got it. It's kind of like I'm looking at Giannis dunking on him, doing his own alley-oop. I don't believe that. Giannis doing your own alley-oop. I don't know. Anyway, you watch this.
He looked pretty strong.
Yeah, well, against Boston, I mean, my goodness, Al Horford, you look at him and he's like, boom, hey.
Well, that's what I said. The Celtics have to good. But now they're dealing with something totally different. At least, like I say, this is just game 1. We'll see how it goes as the series progresses. But he looked pretty good today without Middleton.
And that Doc Holliday, my goodness grief, he made Brown look really bad.
That's okay.
That's okay though. Brown to get it together. I'm rolling with the series. So game one is just game 1.
Yeah, true. It is game 1. It is it is Street Sports right here on the Arson Sports Network. Excuse me. It is the sports vet Michael Lewis along with Mr. T Marcus Turner, the Groundhog's favorite friend, and also J. Moore Smith. Joe Moore Smith. Oh, hopefully I said it correctly.
There we go.
Yeah, right. Hopefully it said screwed that up and no more than Kyle Shanahan screws this season up. Any event. You can get in touch with us at Street Sports 4 on Twitter. And also this segment of our show is also brought to you by our partner. It is Code M Magazine. It is the magazine transforming the lives of men. www.codemagazine.com as well. And don't forget, you can actually follow, subscribe to our platform, YouTube, at RTV Television on YouTube. All right, it's a time of day that I don't like, and Marcus does like, and this is Street Stories. Street Stories, oh my goodness grief. I think you guys should get married, Marcus. I really do. You and the Groundhog. You and Groundhog should get married. I mean, you guys, you fix games. I don't know what to tell you. And then you go to DraftKings. Fix these games. And DraftKings is, you can go to DraftKings, www.draftkings.com, www.draftkings.com. The playoffs are in full effect. The Warriors are going to get beaten up today. And you can always bet on Ja Morant to have the most points in the game or whoever. So go to www.draftkings.com. All right, Street Stories. I don't even know where I want to start with this. It was kind of like a repeat of last show, but I don't even know where I want to start with this. But we're going to start with last first. And, well, I would just say NFL. We talked about it. NFL draft winners and losers. I just heard actual Adam Schefter from ESPN says that the winners and losers of the draft were not the people that we said they were. The winners and losers of the draft, he said, the losers were the Giants and also the Titans. The winners of the draft were, this is going to be a shock, Jamar, Denver, Houston. Let's hold on, because Marcus's friend could have fixed the draft. Groundhog. So I'm looking at Denver, Houston. Wait a minute. The Giants. Okay, never mind. And he says it helps the NFC West because he feels that Las Vegas will win the NFC West, the AFC West.
Oh, that's pretty.
I know, Jamar. It's just like some people on drugs. It's sad. It's Sunday. I don't know.
I'm
He said had a good draft.
I'm not upset that he said Texans had a good draft. I just don't like that the Broncos had a good draft. Where are you talking about?
Yeah, thank you.
The offensive line hasn't changed. They're gonna give up between 20 to 40 sacks. The offensive line is.
I mean, Russell will be on the ground. Russell will be on the ground more than maybe Sierra might put him on the ground. I don't know. I mean, it's you look at it from Denver with a good draft. Come on, Adam, really?
I think it's clickbait. I think it's clickbait.
I mean,
I'm
just honestly not. And I still stand by it. If they're had now, they must have confidence. And they want to have that move. They had good receivers, great defense, and now the only thing that was the quarterback. So
that might have been the only thing they needed. But the problem you had the quarterback, but that offensive line was still bad. we can blame Teddy, but we can blame all the other quarterbacks that played under center for the Broncos. We can blame everyone we want. But once that offensive line gave up 20 to 30 sacks, that offensive line is not good. It's not good. Like that, specifically the interior is not good.
So you can contribute at the bad quarterback play.
I can contribute to that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And they didn't address that in the draft. So how was this a good draft for the Broncos? You know what I mean?
They're saying with a better quarterback, the offensive line will look better. You understand what I'm saying?
So I get you, but here's my thing. Teddy Bridgewater was under center, right? He had a couple good games early in the season, and then it all faltered. Now, we can sit there and say, oh, that's the quarterback's fault that he faltered. But what happened with the offensive line? Now, they probably maybe they had an injury or two, but regardless, the offensive line went all the way downhill, no matter who the quarterback was. We're gonna blame 3 different quarterbacks for the fact that they played bad. Bridgewater played bad. They put Locke in. He played bad. We seen what Locke does. Locke is a game manager. He wasn't terrible when he first got to Denver. He wasn't the worst. He wasn't the best option for him, but he was there and he was able to make some plays. But that offensive line has been bad. It's been bad.
So them 3 quarterbacks together still are not Russell Wilson.
But behind that offensive line, Russell Wilson won't be Russell Wilson.
But we can sit up and say that's to be seen. Because apparently they see them players every day. So they didn't feel the need to go out and trade or get high draft picks for the line. So they are saying, like, we're good with what we got moving forward.
And it's going they going wet the bed. They're going to end up being 3rd or 4th in their division because they didn't address the line, in my opinion.
They want to be competitive, and they're still going to be competitive. You know,
they won't.
That division is arguably the toughest division. You know, they picking at least 3 teams to go to the playoffs out of that division right now. So
could all 4 make it?
Possibly. Possibly.
I feel like if that offensive line plays like it played last year, the Broncos are going to miss the playoffs.
But do you think Russell Wilson would have went there knowing the trouble he had with the offensive line in Seattle?
With the weapons that the Broncos had over Seattle, probably. I agree with it. I feel like that would be a thing. They have better weapons than
it's not like
you have DK and then that's it.
So Seattle probably had a better line, you think?
They're probably equally as bad.
And he still put up good numbers.
Sort of.
And he has better receivers and a better running back in Denver.
But
Seattle had 2 receivers. Denver has 3.
And still managed to catch that like 17 points.
You know, I would be honest with you, and I have to cut you guys. Okay, so when you look at Denver, the only really good thing about about Drew Lock is when he made his first start. Teddy Bridgewater was hurt. He came down to where last year? Houston. He threw 3 touchdowns. I could, at 69,000 years of age, could have thrown 4 touchdowns against Houston and walked out of there with 39 points. But I will be honest with you, Denver, and I agree with Jamar, Denver did not address a need as far as protecting. Russell Wilson will be on the ground more. He'll have to run to Pikes Peak to probably try to get away from the defenders. That's going to be how horrible, I say horrible, but that's going to be how difficult it's going to be for, yes, he has Melvin Gordon. Yes, he has Jerry Jeudy. Yes, he's going to have a great core of receivers. But you think Melvin Gordon's going to knock down an edge rusher? No. Melvin Gordon's want the ball coming out of the backfield, so who's going to be up front for them?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. The management leaving their lot for them to stick with the guy. Or they see a free agent to come in and get it out. I was really going to have all that quarterback and I would address it if it needed to be addressed. Because the reason they wanted Russell was they felt like that was the missing piece to get them over the top to be consistent.
I think Seattle didn't address their need. but I think
they need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback. I mean, they can go get one now on the men because I don't know how he's going to help, but Nick Foles was released by Chicago today, so maybe that might help.
That dude, the whole quarterback.
Nick Foles is only a backup.
I mean, it's bad enough that Twitter feed has something. Some guy named Joe Jackson has some sort of Twitter feed about Colin Kaepernick. Said that the Las Vegas Raiders are welcoming Colin Kaepernick with arms. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Well, I had read that something.
It's just not something.
You probably see him going to who?
Who?
Foles.
He'll be a train wreck coming. It's already. Let's just put it this way, Marcus. Have a train wreck to get another train wreck, and then you have two train wrecks.
I agree with that.
Yeah, heck, I might as well just get in shape, stretch about 6 more feet, and then I'll be, good to go.
I don't think Houston is worried about quarterback because every other aspect of their team is terrible.
Pretty much.
So offense is not everything is bad, literally everything. But the defense is bad. Offensive line they're just but they are probably more worried about both their defense as opposed to what they got. They have weapons. Their quarterback is really just not doing the defense at the side of the ball. They were giving up an abysmal amount of yards.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think they're worried about that.
Let's go. Let's go with the next. Let's go with the next one. I am very much more a person of hurt because I don't believe. So losing by the Bay, we understand that for some reason or other that there's been so much heartbreak. Heartbreak brought on by these guys, and also heartbreak brought on by these guys. Do you think at some point in time we will ever win a championship, or would there be a professional championship back in the Bay Area of California?
Well, I would think this year with the basketball. I'm gonna ride that way until he can't ride enough.
I'll say this. It's gonna be the best when it gets before football. Until they address who their real quarterback is. I know we're talking about Trey Lance being groomed for the next step, but we haven't seen what he can do.
I can agree.
So can there be
another championship? Absolutely, and it would be Golden State. It might not be. I don't think it'll be this year. I think Wiseman comes back healthy, and they whatever they do with Jackson, they get another big man, maybe another guard, something like that. I think they can most definitely compete for the title. But I think the Niners are going to be out of them for this figure out who they are as a team, because I don't think they really know.
Yeah, thank you, Jamar, for really saying that. I feel the same way. We need another earthquake. We need Rock Johnson. We need San Andreas Part 2. I mean, something to wake us up, because I just don't believe in us anymore. I don't. I mean, the A's were horrible. The Giants, well, they win some games and lose 3 or 4 in a row. It doesn't matter. The losing happens. It's Kyle Shanahan. It's John Lynch. Throw him off the Bay Bridge. I don't know what to tell you. We'll never have, bring back Joe Montana. Bring back the days of Bill Walsh. But we don't have nothing. We don't have the days of championships anymore. We don't. There's losing happens, so I don't know. It starts today.
Comes in cycles.
Yeah, it comes in cycles. Yeah, we'll have an earthquake or somewhere or other. It's just the ice age will happen. The ice age will happen, so it's no problem.
Well, still have a parade though.
Yeah, well, in the Ice Age, and aliens will be here. Any event. Okay, let's go to our next street story before we go to the top here. I'll go to score, to the score. You're watching Street Sports right here on the RSN Sports Network and RTV television. Sixers, as you know, they take on Miami, and their sudden star loss for the first two games. I think, Jamar, you hit the head on the nail in show number 1. That that Joel Embiid, I'm sorry, that guy's no longer there anymore. Joel Embiid is going to be out for game 1 and 2 with still, I guess, concussion protocol. After winning the series against Chicago, he suffered a concussion. You said, Jamar, that it's going to be 0-2 before he comes back.
Yeah, I understand about that. Everything moves through Joel Embiid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they look for him in the post.
Shoots the ball well. He can be a facilitator when the time comes. I think he is their biggest piece. They have Tobias Harris, who is he's only as good as where he spot up and shoots. So Tobias has to get the ball fed to him. He can't create. I don't think Tobias Harris is a good shot creator or anything of that matter. James Harden is a shell of himself. James Harden is not the 40-point monster we've seen in Houston. He's out of shape. I don't think he's fully committed to I don't think he ever fully committed to the season. I think it was about his pay and doing what he felt was best for him money-wise, and not as far as the basketball standpoint. Because if you ask me, had he stayed in Brooklyn, I think that Celtics series is a little bit different. But he wanted to leave and go to Philly the same way. He outed himself the same way he outed himself in Houston. So James Harden isn't going to be able to carry this team without Joel Embiid. Without Joel Embiid, we're going to see some real issues. And defense is going to be the biggest problem, not even scoring. It's going to be defense, because Joel Embiid is that anchor in the middle. So with him gone, who do they have to stop Miami from going at them? Because it ain't Harris. It's not going to be Harris. It's not going to be the perimeter guys.
I mean, they might get a little help from Maxey, but that might not be enough.
Maxey is probably, to me, because I don't think James Harden is that great, Maxey can be the second best player, or he'll be I think he'll be the leading scorer for the team.
Yeah, I can see that.
Out.
I still say, even if they were fully healthy, it would have been a hard series.
Oh, I agree.
That probably would have
been right. I still think that I agree with you, Jamar. I think Philadelphia will probably be down 0-2 until they get back. Because you're talking Miami, you're talking Hero, Robinson, you're talking Oladipo, who the people can thank the Rockets for that screw up, or the Pacers, or whoever, and you can think. And then you got Jimmy Basketball, and then you got Bam Bam, and I mean these guys are healthy. They're kind of like what Memphis has already trying to emulate. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if this series goes maybe 6, possibly 7.
Depending on how effective
how effective it would be. But and James Harden, I mean, my goodness grief. Who's that? Is that a basketball player? Oh, I didn't know.
Well,
I know.
And he don't keep himself.
Well, so, I mean, I didn't know if James Harden was a basketball player, or if he was a guy that just plays on the street or something, or.
He just doesn't care, man. He just doesn't care.
He doesn't.
That's the problem. He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Why are you playing if you don't care? You just want money. You don't want. You want bad plays. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he won the MVP. Like he was the greatest on earth, and he still fell out on the field.
Right. You're listening, watching Street Sports right here on the RSN Sports Network and RTV television. It is the Sports Vet. It is Mr. T. Is also Jamar Smith on his first. Jamar Smith. I was trying to do. I'm Kyle Shanahan's brother. I'm sorry. I had to screw up Super Bowl.
Oh, good. We're working on it.
Oh, you know how it is. Let's get you caught up on what's going on in the scoreboard at Elvis Land. It is Golden State 10 and Memphis 9 early in the first, 8 minutes left. and that is in the first quarter of that game. As you probably know, the game between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics is actually done. Milwaukee won that ball game by a score of 101 to 89 over the Celtics, so they take a 1-0 lead. Giannis Antetokounmpo with 27 points in that one. Also, Las Vegas and Minnesota women's basketball, the Aces are leading that game late, 83-82 in that one. Baseball is Toronto leading Houston 3-2, and that's what you get caught up. Washington, San Francisco later on in baseball, Cleveland at Oakland, and also like I said, the Bears have released Nick Foles and saved $8 million on the salary cap, and Kyle Lowry remains out for Game 1 against Philadelphia with a hamstring. That's it. That's to get caught up. Let's continue with our stories of the day on Street and Sports. All right, let's go to hiring. Let's go to hiring should the NBA, and I'll get you guys' honest opinion. Should the NBA hire a woman coach?
Absolutely, they should.
Yes. We are in agreement.
I thought it was no question they should.
Okay.
And it's fair.
Okay.
If we want an example, look at the girl, the winner. We can talk about two girls. She was up in the coach. She was up in the office working for how they got the graphics, and that's how they were able to develop this population, make playoffs here and
Okay. I think it's going to happen pretty soon. And to me, a colleague of mine that played in the WNBA, and she played at Oregon, and she is now the assistant coach to Chauncey Billups at Portland. I wouldn't be surprised if Ednisha Curry became the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers if Chauncey decides to move on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ednisha, because here's the thing. Ednisha Curry has probably one of the best relationships with those guys that are there. I wouldn't be surprised if she became the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. I was getting ready to think that Becky Hammond was before she took the Las Vegas job.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. Even thought that Chastity Melvin would be the head coach of the Runaway Hornets. But because she was working in the actual, as assistant coach and actually in the organization. I mean, there's still hope for Lindsey Harding, maybe. Possibly she's an assistant with Philadelphia, but there's a lot of opportunities. I think that there are 5 opportunities, and 3 of them are women of color. That, to me, that could be a woman. That could be the first woman head coach. I still think that.
What team do you think would be the first one to do it?
Portland. I just don't know. I just don't know if the organization is really sold on Chauncey as of yet. And it's not Chauncey's fault, because they're going to have an issue with trying to sign or keep Dame when he comes off of rehab. And that's going to be a real big thing to have to answer. But I think she's had a very good relationship with Dame and even had a good relationship with CJ before he left. So, I don't know. But I think Ednisha Curry will probably be the first one.
Yeah.
That's to me, I think.
I thought
Pop was good,
and they would
give that to Hammer.
Yeah. I thought that's how that was going to go too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I genuinely thought he was going to get her and just call it Rumble fit.
Yeah. I just think that for some reason with Becky Hammond, it was more so of a situation with Becky Hammond. It was more so of a situation where you were given the key to the city of Las Vegas, basically, with the Aces, and with the new collective bargaining agreement. You know, if they ask you to come in, you can actually sign those max deals, and where she signed a $3 and a $9 million deal to be a head coach with the WNBA, and with an option if she wanted to be, you know, the GM. So she took that offer. Let's go to our next.
She might go back.
She might go back. I mean, you never can tell.
In a good situation.
I think
The White House really asked me to go.
Yeah, true.
Like, don't
Mark.
like don't put them in the Lakers situation.
Like I wouldn't want to see her come into a team that's like just really terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And like it'd be cool if she turns them around. Like we'd love that. But if she doesn't, what's gonna be the story? Becky Hammond can't. What it takes to and that's the narrative that nobody wants to hear.
But a
place like San Antonio,
where the market
is not really that thirsty for it,
I think
they'll be patient with her. Team grows.
Right. True. You're watching Stream Sports. Excuse me. On the RSN Sports Network. I was choking like the groundhog. 1-800-337-7171. 1-713-534-4231 if you're in Texas. Don't forget you can follow us on Stream Sports 4 on Twitter. And don't forget to also read a great magazine from our partner Code M Magazine, Transforming Lives of Men, www.codemmagazine.com. And if you want to follow us, you can subscribe to our platform at RTV Television on YouTube. All right, let's get back to this, guys. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, because it seems like we got some people that are in our studio, maybe one or two. In event, I'm going to come up with something that just popped out of my head. Ask the host. Ask the host any question. You can come on camera. Ask the host. And as long as they come on, they get 3 minutes of fame. Ask the host. So, if you have anybody that's in the studio, let's see. Tomorrow you have 2 people, 1 person, 2 people in the studio. Well, ask the host. So, if you want to ask the host, we will wait for some people to come on and ask the host. You can ask the host. I just came up with this. I figured, it's interactive. And you can ask, there's a sports question somebody wants to ask the host. Ask who. You can ask us anything. So, we'll wait on more people to come in. All right. So, let's go to the situation. If we were, say, the best team in the NBA right now, or the best young team in the NBA right now, I know Marcus doesn't want to hear about it because they're going to start dunking on these folks in about 3 minutes anyway. The Grizz kids, Ja for real. The Grizz kids, Ja for real. As you probably know, Ja Morant is probably going to end up doing this sometime today in the second or third quarter. And this team has now become they were the second seed just next to Phoenix. Is this Grizz team right now, which they are now tied with the Warriors at 16, is this Grizz team for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
They are for real.
No, I
think they're talented.
I think,
Like I say,
I'm just rolling with
proven
product. I'm going with that.
I
know about numbers.
I understand
that.
I think
the defense warriors
and
these guys right here.
I'm picking them. I'm picking them to I'm picking them to go to championship again. I am. I'm picking Phoenix. I believe in Phoenix. I believe in Phoenix.
I'm taking Phoenix for the whole thing.
I believe in Phoenix. These guys, no, I don't believe in them. No, they're from the Bay Area. No, I don't believe in them. Everything loses there.
So y'all see them getting by Dallas pretty quick. Y'all see Phoenix get back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what does Dallas have besides Luka?
Dallas is a team that has the potential to be great, but I don't think they can close out. I think we're still trying to figure out who they. I think they have the second best player is on this.
Right.
Because every
team on the league for 1-2 punch. Nobody's just doing it by themselves. Kyrie and Durant are gone, but there's two. Clay and Steph, a team. Who else? Outside of Memphis, they're collective. So that's a little bit different. That's more than that. You can't do it by yourself. I think Luka is by himself. The coach was Porzingis. It just didn't match.
No. I totally agree. I mean, Phoenix is just too meshed together. Even if one guy goes down, like Book goes down, Bridges comes up, picks it up. You got the 1-1-1 guy, but when he steps up and he does his thing, it's almost like you have JaVale McGee coming off the bench, who should be in Golden State, but we're not talking about that. I think
when y'all bring in the other team, variables, but you know what Golden State.
Oh God!
You don't have to say if. Know what they are, and coming in every night.
Never mind.
I'm just saying. Know what you get it every night. You don't have to say if this guy, that guy.
You know what I lost hope for Golden State was when they lost. They won 73 games and embarrassed themselves. Got embarrassed by a more sane Kyrie.
More sane Kyrie.
I mean, never mind. I just didn't believe the Bay Area anymore. I had my hopes up with the Super Bowl, and then, then State Farm.
And that's still one of their most talented. The year after was that team was a whole lot.
I don't see it with Golden State, bro. And it's literally just because they don't have a real big man. That's my only problem with Golden State. They don't have a big man. They haven't had a big man since Bogut and when we was there.
Right. That's
not a big man. You need somebody on the board.
Even what was that guy's name? Jamar that played. I can't think of the name. He was a big man. And he was part of their. His name's gonna come back to me. Here I am, a Warriors fan. I didn't know, but he was there with. He was there. But he was the best big man they had. Outside of Bogut. But having him and then having Livingston and having JaVale McGee there at that time, that's when and then what was the one guy that the crazy guy that used to play for Washington, he got him a ring out there. Young. Young. Yes. Nick Young. Yeah, he played with them. I was like, but now, I mean, those days, Golden State is so now, everybody just kind of like for some reason or other, everybody knows what Golden State is around. Yes, you got Poole. Yes, you got JTA. Yes, you got those guys. Kumunga. Yes, you got these guys. But you don't have the same bench like you had the Livingstons and the healthy, you don't have the healthy.
But you see a lot of similarity.
Yeah, some similarity. I mean, Grizzlies are up now 25-20. So, I mean, there'll be a blowout pretty soon. It's killing him right now. It's killing him right now. I don't know. All right. You are you're watching the Street Sports right here on the RSN Sports Network on RTV television. It is the week before the actual Mom's Day edition, which is actually going to be saluted to all the moms out there. Hopefully, great. Hopefully next week is a great time for you, and hopefully we are all able to enjoy our moms next week as well. Because we will not be on next week, but we will be back on the 15th. Give you guys a chance, give us all a chance to spend time with our moms and take her out to dinner as well. All right. Okay, let's go with argument of the day. And I keep getting this. I don't know why this comes up to my mind, but LaFlop or MJ.
Oh God! Don't do this.
LaFlop or MJ?
Don't do this. Okay. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I'm taking MJ over LeBron.
I'm with you. We agree with each other.
I mean, it's just like every time I go around, every time I go out to somewhere, everybody says, "But LaFlop."
But I had thought about something. As time goes on, we'll fall down to this. Because when you start comparing them to like Mike, that has 5 and 4, with his 4 and 6, Matt start climbing up, looking at Magic's career there. And then you start looking at the team one with that people start looking at his
Yeah.
And you look back at his team, out. As far as our time, top 10 and rebound, top 10. But when you look at this person,
I don't know.
Jump from slide down.
I don't know.
So, one of my biggest things when it comes to the MJ LeBron thing, one, obviously errors, different styles, different. The other thing I look at is they play 2 different positions. What they're supposed to do, what their job is for their team, while it's similar but different. Michael was scoring, everybody wants LeBron to do everything. For whatever reason, they want to do everything. Like they put him up here where he's like, you're supposed to rebound, score, assists and all that, and that leads to part of the problem. Like that's the thing. The biggest difference between LeBron and MJ is I don't think LeBron ever had that ice cold, like I'm coming down here, I'm scoring the points, we're gonna win this game. I'm gonna take over. Like I don't see that. I lost all of that in the Mavericks 2011 when it's bad in the East. Like when I watched him just go ice cold and what a total of like maybe 20 points over 3 games or something. Whenever he just was in the fourth quarter, whenever he just didn't score in the fourth quarter, like right there is where I was he doesn't have it. Like he won his rings. I'm not gonna talk about who they had because Mike had his own
He had his
own partner. LeBron had, he got his own team. He had and Wade, and then Kyrie and Cleveland. So I'm not gonna dictate based off teams and all that stuff. But MJ always had that killer instinct of I'm taking over the game. Him and Kobe had that same style of I'm gonna take over this game. We're gonna win this game. You're gonna give me the ball. LeBron is extremely passive. He wants to get everybody involved. That's fine. That's cool. But when it comes to the fourth quarter and I'm down 2 to 3 points with like 2 minutes to go, I want you to take that ball and go to the paint. They can't stop him. They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to. And that's
yeah.
You listen to that this year. He's been up great numbers when he can't play.
Yeah. It's just LaFlop to me is LaFlop, and that's just basically, it's just LaFlop. I mean, he's trying to do everything that, MJ has done. He's been talking about, and everything is always, Twitter is always screwy. But there's always a talk about him going to Golden State, please not, and then going to Brooklyn. I mean, really? Well, he want another? Never mind. It's yeah. All right, let's go to our. Before we get to our the end of our show and our street takes, I brought to you street takes segment is always it's going to be brought to you by Candid magazine. Candid magazine, transforming the lives of men. Go to www.candidmagazine.com. All right, let's get you caught up on that as warranted at the building of Elvis. As you probably know, Grizzlies are leading the Warriors 32-24. The blowout is on. And also, the other team by the Bay, they're getting scorched at San Francisco. It's Washington 4, the Giants nothing in top of 1. Also, Cleveland, Oakland, no score there. And also, the Bucks defeated the Celtics by a score of 101-89 in Game 1 of the Eastern semis as well. And also, Nick Foles has been actually released from the Chicago Bears. They saved $8 million, whoopee woo. And also, Joel Embiid will be out for Game 3 or 4. And WWL has just put in this breaking news that the agent for Tyrann Mathieu, who plays with the Kansas City Chiefs, is flying in his client tomorrow. Interesting.
That was for the Saints.
The Saints. But he's from there. I mean, my goodness. It really wouldn't. And also, this is something that you will know, you will like, Jamar. The Los Angeles Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers are going to extend the contract of Austin Eckler.
Yes.
They will extend the contract of Austin Eckler after this season, and they will pick up his 5th-year option. That's it.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it. They're going to win the West. I mean, they'll win the AFC. I mean,
Oh.
They'll win the AFC. Why? What are you going to say now, Marcus? What are you going to say now?
I'm just saying that's a fair prediction. In May.
Yeah.
They'll win the AFC.
It's the
Chargers, man. The Chargers and the Raiders got better. And had the Broncos addressed offensive line, I would have them up there too.
Yeah. It's going to come out of the AFC West. Nowhere in the world you're going to see the South or you're going to see the East. You're going to see anybody from there. I mean, Buffalo may, but, they didn't do much in the draft anyway.
I got me excited.
Let's go. Oh, my goodness.
If
Baltimore can get themselves together and Greg Roman learn how to be an offensive coordinator for real, they can win that division. But I need them to figure out what to do with Greg Roman. If you ask the Eagles,
Hey, Jamar, why do you think we got rid of him after Jim Harbaugh left? Why we got rid of him?
The Ravens have too much talent to not be as nice as they can.
You're right. I mean, we got rid of him. I mean, we got rid of him.
And I want to get a receiver. I think we need another receiver.
Oh my
I wish they were done in the draft. But
hey, let's go to our street take. A street take is brought to you by by Coded magazine. All right, you probably know Trevor Moore was the U.S. Marine that was actually brought back home from Russia into Texas. Trevor Reed, excuse me, was released on Friday and was brought back to Fort Hood, Texas, for observation as well. Reed had been serving over in Europe, and he actually was at a Ukrainian air base when he was captured by Russian soldiers as well. However, as you probably know, this has gone on for so long that Brittany Griner, WNBA champion and gold medalist, has been over in a Russian jail for the last 2.5, 3 months. Nothing has been done about this. This is our take. I'll take it around the corner. We have a whole lot of time.
Been 3 months.
Been 3 months.
And
I don't know what it's going to take to get her home.
I don't know if
it's more protest, advertising, Twitter, Facebook.
We might have to do
something.
We're depending maybe
on the wrong people.
Because if they can get
this guy home
sooner than
Brittany,
it's a lot of
underlying
with this situation. So I'm trying to
choose my words carefully,
but you can tell there's a difference. And I just
and I agree with you 100%. Brittany Griner should be home now. Y'all got that? They got that. Why can't we get her home? This is deeper than what they're making it out to be. We know we can't get her home. We can get this guy home. We can get this. I don't know what it was. We can get him home. We can't get a woman home who has done just about as much as a WNBA player. It's too disrespectful to the WNBA as a whole and This is just like, and the fact that we're overlooking it and we're us. They don't want us to talk about it because of propaganda. They don't want us to get out. That's a load of crap. That's a load of crap. Like I don't know what's going on and who's in charge of what and who can handle that. But if we can get him home, we should be able to get her home. She is locked up for medical marijuana and not even the stuff that grows, the THC, just vials. She had a little pin. She had pins, and that got her locked up. And we didn't find out about it till 2-3 months later. And you're gonna tell me that there's not some type of inside job? Like we're not dumb. We're not dumb. We know why she's still locked up. We know exactly why she's still locked up in jail for whatever reason. It doesn't make any sense. It was no urgency whatsoever. Yeah. It's like we look at it like it's like me and my dog wanting to go out, and I'll just say, I'll get you in a second. I need to go do this first. What is so major that we can't get her home, and she's been gone probably longer than the guy that we got back?
Yeah. It
doesn't make any sense, and it's disrespectful to women, to black women, to the WNBA, and it puts it casts a shadow over the association as a whole. So I don't know what they need to do or what the whatever
you want to call it, whatever they need to do, it needs to get done to go home. Because they can bring it home. They just really balance. You can get home. It's not on the top priority.
Yeah, I think the really bad thing about the whole situation is it's an embarrassment for me being from California to find out that I actually voted for the lady that a lot of women are African American women started saying yay queen and all this other stuff. And here's the thing that Kamala Harris should have been, Vice President Harris should have been with the actual, and I should have actually been with Colin Allred. Should have been with him as far as, and understandably so. Everybody has a job to do, and I can't tell anybody how to do it. But Kamala, I mean, really, you got to rep the West Coast now. This is you. This is on you. I know you're recovering from COVID, but it's on you now, Kamala. You got to do this for us. You got to do this for your sisterhood. And if you said that this is what all girls are going to dream of, being vice president or even a possible president, please show yourself as true, as you're going to be that sounding voice for them, that promising and positive voice. That's my take on it. All right, guys.
Same way that
she yelled out, "We did it, Joe," when they won when they won the election. She need to say, "We have to do it again, Joe, and get her home."
That's it. Guys, that's gonna do it for us. I mean, and we had, we thank everybody, including, Marcus's favorite friend, the groundhog. And we thank you very much, because he's fixing the game, the way I wanted it. That's a great thing. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I tried to tell you people it's going to be a boom, but you don't want to listen to me, but that's okay. Hey, thank you very much for joining us on Street Sports on the RSN Sports Network and RTV Television. That's going to do it for us. I don't even know what to tell you, because we won't be back until Mother's Day, after Mother's Day. Okay.
Week after.
No, week after Mother's Day. Okay. So, thank you very much again. For Valerie Henderson, Candid Walls, and for Marcus Vincent Turner and Jamar Smith, I'm your sportsman, Michael Lewis. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you on May 15th with a bigger, better Street Sports. We'll talk to you soon. Peace! You have been listening to Street Sports right here on the RSN Sports Network and RTV Television. This is the RSN Sports Network, RTV Television. You can follow and subscribe to the platform and follow all the RSN Sports Network and RTV television shows. Follow and subscribe to the platform on YouTube at RTV Television.